All right, so if you can just widen up your screen a little bit, so I'm seeing it. So if it can still increase, thank you. All right, so welcome to Digital Z Hub online tech training platform, where we offer training ranging from cybersecurity, data analytics, web design, graphic design, UI UX, AutoCAD, basic and advanced office. So this section is uh, data analytics with advanced Excel, and we shall be looking at one of the lookup functions. So we have actually explained the first lookup function, which is the VLOOKUP. Then we have the HLOOKUP and the SLOOKUP left. So I think my Excel has the HLOOKUP. So I will explain that directly from my system. Okay, so let's start with the definition. What is XLOOKUP? XLOOKUP function. It's a powerful and flexible lookup function in Excel that allows you or a data analyst to search for a value in a range or array and return a corresponding value from another range of arrays. Let me take that definition again. The XLOOKUP function is a powerful and flexible lookup function in Excel that allows you or a data analyst to search for a value in a range or array and return a corresponding value from another range or array. So it's a bit similar to the VLOOKUP, but it's like the improved version of VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP. It's like an alternative version of VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP. Now, before this became the alternative, there were some challenges people were having or encountering with the VLOOKUP. From our experience, we noticed that the VLOOKUP cannot search for negative value. It can only search for positive value. Likewise to the HLOOKUP. The only difference between the VLOOKUP and the HLOOKUP is the structure of your data. The VLOOKUP is used to search for values across columns in a vertically arranged data, while the HLOOKUP is used to search for value in a horizontally arranged data. So that is just the difference. But one of the key uh, feature of the XLOOKUP that makes it different and make it superior over the VLOOKUP is that it can search on both sides. It can search for both negative and positive value. So that is one of the advantage of the XLOOKUP. Okay, now let's look at some of the arguments. Some of the arguments. So I would like you to click anywhere and let's say outside your data and type the command so that I can see the argument and be able to explain them. Just click on an empty cell and type equals to XLOOKUP or just type XLOOKUP. I just want to see the arguments and be able to explain them to us. Are you going to? I hope this is your data set because okay, just type anywhere. Just type XLOOKUP, XLOOKUP, XLOOKUP. You can hear me, sir. XlookUp. Just type equals to false. Let's see, because I can't see it yet. XlookUp was to bring it out. Okay, XlookUp. Just click on it. Good. So if you look at the syntax of the function, the XlookUp, we have the lookup value, which still remain the same way we understood it in VLOOKUP. So the very first argument, in other words, the data that we are going to give to this function is the lookup value. And the lookup value represents the particular value that will be used as criteria to call out the value you are looking for in a particular column. Like I said, just like the way we explained it in uh, VLOOKUP. Now, after the comma, the next argument we have there is return array. Lookup array. Lookup array. That is the next argument. So what does the lookup array represent? The lookup array is what represents what we used to know in VLOOKUP as table array, if you can still remember, which simply means that we are to define the entire boundary, the data area we expect the function to search for the value from. But in this case, we are not going to select the entire data. We are going to select the column where the value that will be used as the criteria is, which means that whatever value you are targeting as your lookup value. So your lookup array is where you have that lookup value, the column where you have that lookup value in your data set. So that is the best I can explain it now. By the time we practicalize it, you understand what I'm saying better. So let's go to the next one. I want you to help me to be navigating so that they will know which one we are talking about. So let's go to the next one, which is the return array. The return array. The return array is the selection of the range of cells in a column where you have the value you are looking for. So you can see the differences. The lookup array is the range of cells in the column where the value which will be used as criteria is, while the return array is the column where the value you are looking for is. Then the next argument there, they are optional. I told us that once you see an argument in a square bracket within the parenthesis bracket of a function, especially in a cell, what it means is that it is not compulsory. It's an optional parameter or an optional argument. So we are going to observe that. But where we have the match mode, the match mode is what we represented in VLOOKUP as 0, which means the first value. Because I told us that this lookup function still falls under a cell conditional function, because we were taught that a cell conditional function has true value and also what? False value. So if the value could not be detected or found, what will a cell return? So we put 0. So as soon as we run this function and we get a 0, it means that what? The function could not get the required data from the data. So now that we understand the syntax, now we are going to create a user interface. We are going to create an application. So I would like us to, what I would have preferred, if possible, this particular data has generated error. I shouldn't be saying :14:15. It's like you have already deleted the actual headers that came with this data. So if you don't mind, I would like you to call out the raw data, the one you have not used for any analysis. So let's just quickly use it to perform, to particularize the XlookUp, please. A different, okay, you can just call it out again. Okay, just call anyone. I think all the data I've sent to us, we can actually use any one of them. Okay, so I would like us to clear all the formatting to avoid any form of the same thing you are having here. I don't know why it's opening like this. How are you opening that? It's opening like this? It's overwriting the headers that came with the data. So these are not the original headers.
This is so please, because I don't know what is.
You can try opening another copy. You can try opening another copy of data. It may not be this data. I believe I've sent you different data. Just open any one outside this Zoom. Let's know whether the problem is from the Excel or this particular data. And check the salary today.
Let me
Let's check the header.
copy it to.
But I can't still see the headers on this data. Yeah, please, let's see. Here are the headers. Here are the, is it the same data you copy? I thought it was salary data you opened now. It is Oyikosi, welcome.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. I have seen, I think I've seen the,
Good evening, sir.
yeah, welcome. Please, I don't want us to have too many data sets. I wanted it to be open in a new book entirely so that when we want to select, I don't want us to mix them up. You can just open a new book and have just this data set there. Fine. All right. So, good. So name this particular sheet data. Name it data, and then you create another sheet and name it, let's say, XlookUp analysis. XlookUp analysis. So please, for those that did not start with us, we are looking at the XlookUp. So I've only given the explanation and the definition. So we are about to particularize it. So you join at the right time. But the only thing is that I'm using his own screen to show because I don't have the particular function yet on mine. So please just make sure that you are taking note of the steps as he's doing it. Okay, so now we have our data. Whether the data is in horizontal shape or vertical shape, as far the XlookUp is concerned, is not a problem because that is one of the reasons why it was invented. It was actually invented to augment the HLOOKUP and the VLOOKUP, or in other words, please don't format. Okay. All right. So the first thing we are going to do is to develop the application interface of the XLOOKUP uh, analysis, just like we did for the VLOOKUP. You know, now let's go to copy all the header. Copy all the headers here for me quickly. Copy all the headers only, and then go to your XlookUp analysis sheet and paste them somewhere. Just paste them somewhere. You may need to delete. I don't know what you have typed there. Uh-huh. Okay. So just paste. Highlight at least some range of cell horizontally and paste. Have you pasted?
No. Just hold on.
Your cell? I don't know. Okay, just take it again. Control C, then go to the
Yeah.
new sheet. Just click outside. Oh yeah, just highlight some range of cell and press Control V horizontally. Oh yeah, press Control. Just select only one row. Oh yeah, Control V. All right, so perfect. Now we are going to use these headers to design the user interface of the application. So what kind of application we are developing? Remember when we started looking at this lookup function, I said as data analysts, we use them to develop an interactive or a dynamic dashboard. So what we are going to actually develop is a system that can help us to analyze data automatically once a particular variable is selected. So just to clarify the communication is that we have employees ID here. I want you to expand the employees ID, the employees name code, just like you are trying to do for other. Now, just like the way we have the employees ID, and then we also have the employees name. Now, the idea, the communication of the app is what I want to explain now. So what the app will do is that there will be a particular cell where all the where all the employees employee names will have been dropped. In other words, validated. Now, once you pick a particular employee's name or ID, a cell will go to the data source and fetch all the related information under each of the column to that particular selected name or ID. So which means that ordinarily, if not for this kind of app, anytime, for example, we want to know details or maybe salary details of a particular employee, the cashier have to be going to the data set, to the salary payroll, and be tracing all the information relating to a particular employee under each of the columns. So you are trying to make it automated in a way that he or she does not have to be going to the data set. So all he or she needs to do is to select a particular employee's name, and all the payment details about that employee will be invoked from the data set. That is exactly what we want to do. But we can as well leave it like this and program it in a way that all the values should be called under each of them, just by the way they are arranged horizontally. But I feel that this is not going to give us a user-friendly interface. The user interface is not properly designed when we have the headers arranged horizontally. So what I'm going to do is to use this header to form a design that will represent the application interface for the analysis. So what we are going to do for me, just like we did for VLOOKUP, sir, to remove serial number, delete serial number column. We don't need it for anything. Serial number, just select it and clear off that particular text. We are not using it for anything. Good. Now, the employee's name, can you move it down? Just move the employee's name down. I don't want it to be too close to the border. Just move it down. Move it down. Good. Now, arrange them vertically. I just want like 3 of them. Just be taking them according to the order, just like we did when we were no. Under, leave, just like we did for, no. Take it down. Leave extra cell in between. Just exactly what we did Good. Where the next one, leave one cell just to be able to create some space in between. Okay. So what we are doing now, we are trying to design the application user interface, and we want the application to be a kind of vertical application instead of horizontal application. And you can see that we are also ensuring that the order of arranging this field align with the order at which they were collected in the data set. And as we proceed, we'll get to know the reason. Though, since we are using the XlookUp, the order will no longer matter, but let's still have everything arranged properly. All right, so you can as well give those cells different color, but let's just proceed. Maybe after everything we can format. Let's just go straight to the analysis. Now, what we are going to do for us now is we are going to validate. We are going to validate. Remember how I explained data validation? We don't want them to type. Please, I hope you know where you are validated. Not there. This was a mistake we were making the other time. The empty space we reserve. That is why we left cell either under or beside. So just put it, beside employee's name. The cell, good. Click there. Right. Now, this is where we want to drop all the names of the employees. That is the value that is coming in that particular place you are selecting is the lookup value, is the criteria value, is the value that the function will use to travel to the data set and fetch other information as you have listed them here. So now we don't want them to manually impute their names. The implication is that if somebody makes mistake in his or her name spelling, it might refuse to call the information. And at that point, you'll be thinking that maybe your function or your formula is not correct. So instead, we want to restrict them from entry. In other words, we are making available to them what they ought to type there. So click there and validate. I believe you know how to validate. So for those that could be watching the video for the very first time, now click where you want to validate, then go to data. Quickly follow the steps. Go to data, and then you click on data validation icon. Under data tools, you will see yes, no. The next one, good, click. No, you were on it before now, click. Just click on it. Fine. Now it brings out a dialog box like this. Now this dialog box, there are a couple of things you can do here, but the one that actually matters to us right now is what do we want to allow? Because we're talking about restricting. We only want to allow listed value. So click where you have allow value and select list. Click where you have allowed value and select list. All right. Why? Because the values are listed vertically or horizontally. Now you ensure that the options there, they are checked. What are the options I'm seeing here? I'm seeing ignore blank. I am seeing in cell drop down. Make sure that those two options are active. Now we need to reference the range of cells where the names of the employees are in the data set. So you click inside that source. Click in that inside the source, good. And then switch to the data set and highlight all the values under employee's name for me. Highlight all the value under employee's name. Good. Just click there, hold down the control and the shift, and then press the down arrow button. Then click OK. Click OK. Click OK. If you can hear me, good. Fine. Now let's see if we have actually captured those information. Click on the drop down and click on one. Good. So we have one of them. Now let's hold on. Now the idea is that as he is selecting those names, any name that is selected, we call out the name's employee's ID, we call out the name state, the name what says, the name department, the name status, the name grade, until all these headers that are listed names are called. Please just stay on, just make sure you follow me, please. Now we have settled that, so we have validated the cell. Now the next thing is that we have to start looking for other values corresponding to those other fields. So I want you to place the cell pointer in front of employee's ID for me, sir. Place it good. Now, which means that we want to use Vero to fetch Vero employees what ID, to fetch Vero what state, to fetch Vero set. That is exactly what we want to do. So this is where we are bringing the XlookUp instead of the VLOOKUP or the HLOOKUP. Now type equals to and then XlookUp equals to XlookUp equals to XlookUp. Good. Now remember that I've explained the parameter. So what is our lookup value? Select Vero. Select where you have Vero. Just click on it. Good. So that is your, make sure that you are not too fast. Just follow, it's assumed that I'm the one working. So you follow my spacer. Now, Vero argument has been invoked there, which is C what 2. Now add a comma, because when you check the function center after lookup value, there should be a comma. Now the moment you add a comma, it shifted the attention to the next argument, which is lookup array, as you can see there. Now when I was introducing the function, I said the lookup array in this case, in VLOOKUP, it was table array, and we selected the entire data because we wanted to give the function a boundary where it can search. But this is an advanced VLOOKUP, so we don't have to select the entire data. What does that lookup array mean? It means that Vero that you selected is one of the value that was computed under employee's name. So it means that the entire value under the employee's name in the data set is your lookup array. So which means if I'm to define the lookup array, is the selection of the range of cells where you have the lookup value. So sir, let's go to the data set and select all the employees' names. Select all the employees' names. All the good, everything good. Now you can command, add a command. Now good. Now don't go back here, just stay here. The moment you add a comma, it shifted to return array. Return array. What is return array? The column where the employee's ID you are looking for. The column where the value you are looking for is. So let's go. Now we are in the data set now. Just go up. So we don't need to switch. That is why you must make sure that you don't switch, because if you have switched, you have changed the sheet configuration. Now, what we are looking for is the Vero ID. So select all the value under what? ID. All the values under ID. That is what we are looking for. All right, the comma. Then add a comma. Then good. Now, if not found, supposing the function could not see Vero ID, maybe as a result of error, what should be outputted? So let me put quotation. Just type quotation, double quotation. No. Just type. Don't worry. Since you have entered a comma, it will show on the formula bar. I believe you know how to quotation. I need double quotation after the comma, sir. Good. Now type not available. Then you close it. Now close it also with the quotation. Good. Now let me explain what you have just done now. What you have done is that within the data set, there is no place where you have not available. So you are substituting it, and you have to reference it with what? The quotation. That is what we did now. Which means that by the time we execute this command, If it could not find zero, what you are going to see is what not available. Now, comma, so that we can get the match value, comma. Remember I said everything you have inside the square bracket, they are optional. If I don't have any of these options, just what we have done before, these ones in the bracket can give us the answer. So now let's put zero. Let's put zero. Put zero. Put zero, sir. Zero, zero, zero. Now, press enter. Press enter here. Let's see. Press enter. That's supposed to take us to good. I don't know. Good. Now you have gotten the ID. Now, perfect. Now I want you to don't handle fill, don't autofill. You cannot do that here. Now change the name. I want us to see the communication before we do for order. Now select another name and see whether a different ID will be called. Perfect. So with that, once you see this communication, it means that your function is right. Now, what is left for you now is to do for others. Is to do for others. So now, sir, I'm watching you. I'm watching you, Mrs. Oyikosi. You can be doing your own. So I'm waiting, sir. That is your classwork. The same way we did it now, just do it for others. But let me show you. Let me. I don't know. Just continue. Just continue. Maybe towards the end, I will show us a logic where you can easily sort out. But just do it so that you can use it to master the entire process. So I'm giving us at least 20 minutes to sort that out. So, sir, if you don't mind, okay, just be working, because you might start talking now, the network might break. Just be working. I'm watching. Bunch of error. What did you do? Go back, go back. You made mistake. You did not follow the order very well. Go back, go back, go back. Okay, let's take it. Let me
I'm going to do
so
it for
that
states, for SARS.
now hold on to avoid I don't want the internet to break. Let me do this one again. So you should get it once and for all now. Let me take this one from afresh so that you can understand it. Now, your equals to there equals to activate the function quickly. Activate the function XlookUp. XlookUp. All right. Now, your lookup value, select that say zero. Select that say zero. Good. That is always your reference point because the value there will change. Now, comma. After that, add a comma. Then you go back and select. You see that selection of the name is constant. It is the next one that will be changing. So there is no wonder you will not come back to select all the name because that is our lookup value. Oh yeah, good. Then comma. Then the next one is what are we fetching? Remember that you are not switching here to just go up. Just go up. Now what we are fetching is state. So select all the values under state. That is all. Remember that name is always the name will be fixed. Then then comma, then put not available, then command 0. Then you press enter. Good. You can see it now. Now let's go and change. Now change the name. Let's see the communication. Change the name. Let's see whether the employee ID and the state will change. That is still Avia. That person is still from Avia. Just look for a different name. Just go down, go down, go down. I want to see if that place is updating. It's like all these body are good, perfect. All right. Now I don't want to say anything now. You should be able to do the rest. Okay. Let me see. Mrs. Oyikosi, hope you are still watching. Or are you trying it over there? Let me know.
Hello, sir.
Are you trying it, or you are still watching the one he's doing?
I'm trying, but the formula.
Your network now. Please, what you will do, your network is breaking. Don't bother. What you do that, you just go through the video later to avoid the network being disconnected. The network is not strong. As you are talking now, it's
Went
breaking.
off. So I'm formula so that I
Just focus. Later when you get the video, you go through it properly, so it doesn't your network doesn't drop. All right, good, perfect. You just continue, just continue. So after this one now, I'm going to show you a logic so that you don't have to be doing it. I will tell you what to do. Just do this. I just want it to sync first.
What? Wow.
Check, there is error somewhere. You type zero, you type O instead of zero. You type O instead of zero as a number. So you shouldn't have deleted this. You have just checked the formula bar and then edit it. But just go ahead. You have already cleared it. Just you have to take it again. Now, this is what, hold on, to avoid wasting of our time. Hold on. I believe, now, hold on, sir. Just clear it, clear it. Let me show you the logic, because if there are much, you might be wasting your time. Now, select that mail that you have got to. Just click on the mail for me. Let me show you what. Now, once you click, you can see, now, copy this formula. Copy the whole of this formula. From the formula bar, the way we copy the other time. Copy it, just Control C. Control C. Have you done that? Then press enter to return that one first. Press enter to return the one you are copying. Now, Oya, place it in front of department. Here, paste it. Paste it there. Control V. All right. Now, what we do, just like the way I taught us in the case of VLOOKUP. Now, remember I told you that the name, which is the criteria, which is the lookup value, is constant. The only argument we are changing is the column, is the return array column. So which means now, let's go back to the code. I will show you. Go back to the data set. Let me show you. Let's just get the order first. Let's get the order. Now, just take note of good. Thank you very much. Go up, go up. Now, this is the logic. This is what you do. Name is what? B to B. We are going to use single letter now. Name is B to B. Then the one you are looking for now is department. Am I right? Department. That is what you have already fetched first. You are looking for department. Department is F to F. Okay, so that is the kind of argument we are going to use now, which means that it's going to select all the cells in that column. That is, you are creating room for future entry. For that selection that you are doing is stopping at where the last record is. So peradventure any record comes in here, it will not be captured in your analysis. So go back there now. We have already know that what? We already know that department is F to what? F to F. Now let's go back there and edit. So we just go to a particular section and edit, which is where you have data. The first one, remember the C2. I am focusing on the formula bar now, not where you are selecting. So that you know where exactly. Good. Now, the C2 is the lookup value. The data B2 to B151 is for the name selection. So the one we have to edit now is E2. Now, delete before the exclamation mark, clear everything from there. Leave the exclamation mark. After data, leave the exclamation mark. Highlight from E2 to E151. Highlight it and type F column F. Type F column F. Letter F. Letter F. Column dot. Column. 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 Okay, you are looking for it on your keyboard. Or you cannot hear me. Are you hear me, sir? Column. Column. I cannot hear me. You are not living here. Oh. You are not living here. Just type column.
You're going to edit this one.
Type column, 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 column.
Right.
I don't think you can hear me. Can you hear me, sir?
Okay. All right.
That is the exclamation mark. Column, column, column. Okay, let me. Column. Not semicolon. Column, the full one. Good. When I type S again, type S. Type S again. All right, that is all. Now here, press enter. Press enter. You couldn't get it. You couldn't get it. Okay, no worry. Let's go and do it so that we can have one format on this pattern I'll show you. Here equals to, don't worry. Equals to, just follow my instruction. Equals to XlookUp, quickly. Equals to XlookUp. Let me show you so we can get the syntax. No. Vero. Don't forget. You must pick your lookup value here first. Comma. Please take it gently. Comma. Then go to the data. Now, don't select, click on B. Just select letter B. I want to show you that format. Click on letter B. Don't highlight again. Just select letter B. Select letter B. Yes, just click on it. Good. This is the method I want to capture now. Now, comma. This kind of selection means everything. Now, comma. Then return array. Select department. That department, select letter F. Select letter F. Good. Oh yeah, comma. Then not available 0. Not available 0. You can see that the code is shorter now. And this kind of selection means you are selecting both the cell with value and the one without value, which is the best practice. Oh yeah, press enter. Okay, perfect. Now that we have the format now, you want to cut state. Oh yeah, click on that marketing. Click on that marketing. Click on the market. Now copy this code now. It's easier for us to manipulate now. Copy this code, just like the way we were doing before. Then press enter to bring back this one before you paste. Or you go to status, paste. So I think this one after F, the next, this is going to be G to G. Now, you're not going, just change that place of F, where you have F column F, just put G column G, that is all. G, don't delete the column now, okay. We'll have just take it what you don't temper with the format. G, 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 change the F to G. G. We have press enter. Press enter. Perfect. You see it now. Now copy and paste and just be changing. So that is, since we have arranged them in that order, it will be H. You can use the alphabet here to understand it. Good. So that is just the logic because the name is constant, then the lookup value is constant, and they are all in the copy you are pasting. You are not going back to the data set. Is from here now. The alphabet here, I've explained it. You use the alphabet on this sheet. You don't need to go there and look. What are you looking for now? Copy and paste under higher date now. Is that not what you are? Okay, no. Grade, Abby. We are looking for grade. You have pasted, Abby.
Yes.
Okay. So that will be H to H. Because you arrange them in the order. Good. So this one saves you from all those process. Oh yeah, enter. Good. Now you paste again. You paste if it's still there. Higher date. Higher date. Okay. That should be I to I. I to I. You don't need to go there. Use the alphabet here because that's why you arrange them when you copy the other side. I to I. Press enter. Perfect. Now hold on. There is a format issue here. That is not the right date and time format. So right click on it. Right click on that number. We want to switch it to normal date format. Then come to where you have format cell. Click on format cell. Good. Select it. Hold on. Now switch to date. Go to where you have date option. Then pick one of the dates that you prefer. Pick any one that you prefer. Then and click OK. I think you should pick that one. Yeah. Pick the last one. Pick the last, then click. Okay, perfect. Now, yeah. So you do for the order quickly. Now let's try the communication again. Let's change Vero. Change Vero. That is not where to go to. Change Vero. Let's see whether other information will correspond to another. So you can see the way everything is communicating. So that is your automation. Any name you select here will fetch out all their details. Perfect. Now, Oya, copy and paste and do for basic salary. That one will be J to J, K to K. You follow it like that. What are you copying now? That is what. No, that is not what you copy now. Copy any of this. No, don't copy this one. Don't copy this format. This was the one that we stopped. I hope you have not deleted it. Copy from where we started using the right format. It must. You can go ahead with. It must not be Vero, sir. It must not be Vero. You can go ahead with anyone. It's not compulsory that you go back to Vero. Any current name there, you can go ahead and copy. Oh yeah. Don't copy. Okay, yeah, go ahead. Copy. Go ahead. So, all right. Mr. Ehens, you are joining late too. You are joining late. Was it network issue or what?
I wasn't at home before. Sorry.
Okay. Oh yeah, press enter. Let's see if it's going to fetch it. Perfect. Oh yeah, just keep doing it. Let's get everything sorted out. So Mr.Ehen, what you do is that you just stay put, but you get the full package from the video. So we are looking at the XlookUp, the one we wanted to do the other time.
Okay.
So another idea is that you can as well go and paste everything, then you now start taking the one after the other, be editing. So as you are pasting this one, you paste for the other one, then you go back to them individually and start putting the arguments. Instead of each time you go back to copy. Just continue, just be almost done. All right, so let's see the communication now. No, change the name. No, not there now. You drop down. Good. Change the name. Let's see if all the values are perfect. So everything is working perfectly. So you can do the formatting on your own.
Yes.
All right. All right. So Mr. Ambrose, you can unshare your screen. Let me take us. No, you do that one later. Do that one later. So let me teach us the HLOOKUP because I have the HLOOKUP on my Excel. Let me use mine to finalize this lookup section. Okay, so I have this particular data, and I just want to use it to teach us HLOOKUP. So I'm going to reduce the data volume, or let me just take few of them. Let me just take this, Control C, and then I hope you guys are seeing my screen. Let me go to Control V. So let me work with this one. Let me delete this. Okay. Now, Mr. Ambrose, I think you can mute yourself now. You can mute your getting a kind of background there. Thank you, sir. So now, the idea is that HLOOKUP, as the name implies, is another Excel lookup function which is used to search for value across rows, not column. So if it is across rows, it means the data must be a horizontal data. Now, this particular data we have now is not a horizontal data. How do I know? It is the column that or attribute that we focus on to know if a data structure is horizontal or is vertical. Look at if you trace the header here, this is vertical. This is vertical. Now we want for this data set to be horizontal structure. It means that all these headers that are labeled or listed horizontally will now be listed what? Vertically. That is when we can say we can trace them like this. That becomes the horizontal structure. So the first task is that if the data is given to you in a vertical structure, you have to transpose. You have to transpose. That transpose means you are switching the data structure. That is what these headers now will now be listed this way. And then the first record will now come up horizontally. So that's the first thing. Like this data set now is not in horizontal structure. So how do I sort that out first before I proceed? So the first thing is for me to select the entire data set. Okay, so after selecting it, I want to make a copy first. I want to make a copy of this one. Then I will now delete this one. So which means that I want to have a vertical structure copy, and I also want to have the horizontal structure copy. So now, after you have highlighted the entire data frame, you go to your home tab and select what? Copy. Now, once you have selected copy, you cannot paste it in front of this because as far as this place is concerned, all this row, they have been used by this row. So make sure that you don't paste it side by side. Let it come under. So now you click on a particular cell like this, which is an assumption that my pasted one or the one I want to paste will start from where I'm selecting. Now, instead of you selecting paste as usual, we are going to use special paste so that we can access that command called transpose. So I'll select this and then I'll come to special paste. I'm not using any of this. I'll select special paste. So once you click on this special paste, you will now see what? The transpose. You see the transpose here. Then you click on it and click OK. So it will paste it and the entire data structure has switched. Right now, look at the headers that were horizontally. Now you have transposed. The same thing if you want to take it back to vertical, you go back again, you copy this one, then as if you want to paste, you change to what? Transpose. So now we have gotten the data in the right structure that the HLOOKUP can work. That is the first task. But if the data was given to you in this form, you don't need to do all the transposing. Just go ahead. Now, I don't need this very one now again, so I have to clear it. I only use it so that that process of copying, I can access what? The transpose. And if you are using HLOOKUP, you make sure that you don't leave any empty row. You don't leave empty rows. So it's going to make the counting difficult for you. It's going to make the counting difficult for you. So now that you have it in this form, let me highlight it and then take it up. Let it start from in order to close that gap. Good. Now I'm going to copy another one just to design the app, just like the way Mr. Ambrose uses the header to formulate that application. So I'm taking this Control C, and then I'm going to, this is going to be data, this is going to be H, let me label it H lookup. Then I will paste it here, Control V. Then I am deleting all this. So there's a reason, just like what we did now, that you use the header. In the H or in the case of HLOOKUP, this is how the structure should be. Then you understand it in a moment now. So which means that these are the column, these are the what? You are using region. You are using region. So normally we are supposed to use a serial number unique. Because if you come to the data set now, let me even see whether I have unique. So what I will have done is to have moved the, I think we have somewhere where we have a ID, where we have unique entry. I think that should be Other, no, that should be region. Let me check. Other priority. Good. Other ID. So what you will have used as the criteria or the value for fetching or searching for other value across the rows will have been this unique. But let's just continue. So we assume that all these are unique. Now, which means that as you select Australia and Oceania, you want to know the country is from. You want to know the item type. You want to know the sales channel. You want to know the order of priority for this. So this is going to be our lookup value. Okay, so we are not doing a data validation here. So this is where I'll start looking for value. So I'll type equals to, and then say what? HLOOKUP. I will type what? HLOOKUP. Now let's study the structure. That's the first thing I advise us to always ensure. Lookup value is this. That is, take this particular value, go to the data set, and fetch us the country it belongs to. Take this particular value, go to the data set, and fetch us the item type that was stored there. Take this particular value, go to the data set, tell us the order of priority. That is what you want to communicate. So after that, you put a comma. Now, your table array, you can see that is similar to VLOOKUP. Your table array is the boundary. So a way of telling a cell, okay, as you are going there to search in rows, I want to tell you the boundary where you are to search. So that will take me back to the data set. There you highlight not the header, don't include the header. Okay, so let's take everything, sorry. Highlight everything like this, everything, just like we did for VLOOKUP. You know, we still highlighted even the lookup value. Then you put your comma. Now, this is where the difference is between HLOOKUP and VLOOKUP. Just this place here, apart from the data structure. In the VLOOKUP case, we use what? Column index. Because at that level, the function knew that you are working with vertical data. But here, the function is what? The parameter is row index, which means that the HLOOKUP know that any data set is working with is expected to have been changed to horizontal. That is why I have to do that transposing the other time. So which means that the same order, this particular header where your criteria value is, you count it as one, just like the way we're counting column. Then what you are looking for is country, is at what? Row 2. So you put what? 2 here. And then comma the match value. If you couldn't find it, what should be displayed? You say 0, then you press enter. You see that what? It has fetched what? The country to be to value. Now, one of the good thing about this is that it's not like the other one that you have to copy and start changing column index. This one, if I autofill to give me everything sharp, it's just for me to change the order. Even if I autofill like it to give me everything sharp, if I autofill like it to give me everything sharp, so you can see the way it's busy calling the value from the other side. That is one of the, so me, I feel that this is more sensitive. This one have higher level of AI than the VLOOKUP. But the problem is most operations that we do with this, they are usually VLOOKUP or what? In fact, you can do XLOOKUP without considering HLOOKUP, neither what? VLOOKUP. So the same logic. So if it's going to be, let's say, let me show you one thing. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. Now, supposing this same data structure, we want to use XLOOKUP. Oh, unfortunately, I don't have it here. Now, let me just explain it. I didn't want to use XLOOKUP on this horizontal data. So the lookup value will be here. The lookup value will be here. Then command the return array. The return array or Mr. Ambrose, is it return array or I think a lookup array? Good. The lookup array, you go back to the data set and select what? The entire column. You select this whole column. Select it like this. That is going to be your lookup array. Then your return array, you come back here, you select what? This column. This rule rather. That is the difference. So whether the data is in horizontal structure or vertical structure, you can search for value using the XLOOKUP. That's why I told us from the beginning that the XLOOKUP is an introduced version, the improved version, an alternative version for H and VLOOKUP because of the challenges we encounter when using them. They cannot search for negative value. They can only search for positive value. So, ladies and gentlemen, at this point, I have laid to rest a cell lookup function. If you have any question, we ask. If you don't have any question, then your assignment is to go and work with them and master them very well. Particularly the one you have to focus on is VLOOKUP and XLOOKUP. Because like I said, most of the automated analysis system that we build usually focus more on VLOOKUP, but when you understand XLOOKUP, you may not need VLOOKUP. The reason why some persons stick to VLOOKUP because they have not taken time to upgrade themselves to XLOOKUP. But truly when you understand XLOOKUP, I don't think you want to use VLOOKUP, but it's your choice. But because if you are using VLOOKUP, you have to start, rearranging your header. You can see the way we're searching now. We are not looking at whether they are in front of the lookup value. Wherever they are, you can go there and select your lookup array, and then anywhere the return array is, you can as well select it. Do we have any question, please?
Yes, I have question.
Okay.
Can you hear me, sir? In my XLOOKUP, when I try it, all the number I found not available.
Okay, so the challenge I have now, we are going to give you a trial. We'll ask you to share your screen, but most time, once you share your screen now, network will start disturbing. But let's try. Oh, yeah, share your screen. Let's see. It might just be okay now. Just share your screen. Let's solve it together. Okay.
Can you see the screen?
Yes. Okay. So now let's go there. Let's do it together now. Delete that one. You have gotten that one. Perfect. Just shift to, I think Mr. E, just pay attention now. So just go to where you are having not available now. Go to where you are having not available. Let me see what you did. Oh yeah, delete it. Let's try it again. Let's do it together. Provided you can follow me as I'll be instructing you. Equals to XLOOKUP. Equals to XLOOKUP. No, double click now. Double click. I'll pick it up from there. Your
When I
lookup value.
it, we just work out. I don't know why my own is
Now,
doing like that.
comma, you have got, okay, that's your lookup value. Then your lookup array, go back to the data set and select everything you have under that ID. Just click on the letter. Just click on the letter C. No. You are not using that one now. You see the issue now. You see the issue. Your own is ID. Our own we use name. That is the problem. So click on letter C.
The name is wrong.
Have you selected letter C? Yes, I think you have. Then comma. Oh yeah, the quotation, type the quotation, not available. Not available. Not available. Not available. Okay. Oh yeah, comma. After, just come outside and put comma 0. Outside. No. Okay, yeah, good. Oh yeah, press enter. Press enter. What is this telling you? Value error. Is there anything wrong with this? Okay. Now let's go back.
Sir,
Let's
what
go.
do people use his name, not ID?
Yes, it's name that we use. But that is not a problem. If something is still wrong, that's really a problem. You can choose anyone. delete it. Let me observe it again. Delete it and do it again. Let me observe it this time around. Oh yeah, that is why I usually advise that you shouldn't format until you have gotten the value. But let's just say again. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, let's go. Oh yeah, good. Comma. You just take it gently. Oh yeah, go back to the data set. Select. Okay, comma. Not available. Quote it. So don't type. Just type that quote. Maybe that is the quote. You hope is once that you are typing it. So hope you are pressing shift and taking it once. Hope you are not pressing it 2 times. So is it
No.
once you are activating it once, right?
But it's double quotes I use.
But it's once that you activated, not pressing them one. No. Is that what you did?
No.
Okay. So now comma. Then 0. Hope is not O. Is it number? Number 0. Check whether hope you are not pressing O instead of 0.
Okay,
So
the
that
other
should
one
be.
I press O.
Oh yeah, press enter. Let's see. Well, this one now is still showing us. Okay, see what we are going to do.
Let me just delete and redo the validation with
Yes.
the right format.
That is not it. Okay, you know what? Don't put okay. That is not really an issue. I don't know. That is not an issue. Something what you will do, see what you do. I think the format, I'm suspecting the format. Well, just do what you want to do now. Let me see. I'm suspecting the format because sometimes that table, that design that you have put there now might be obstructing something. Sometimes it happens like that. That is why I advise Mr. Ambrose not to do any formatting first until we conclude the entire process. We'll just try what you want to do now. Let's see how it will go.
The name is here now.
Is that name? Check. Let's see. Call one of the name. Let's see it. So I'll be sure. Call one of the name. Okay, just pick one.
Vero, Emeka, and others.
Don't worry. Just click on one. Click on one of the name. Click on one of the name. Let it be showing there. Good. Oh yeah, let's go there now. Equals to XlookUp. XlookUp. Lookup value. Okay, click Vero. What happened again now? Comma. Go ahead. Let's see what is happening. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, continue. I'm suspecting that quotation might be. You are not putting 0 now. Did you put 0?
I put 0.
I'm
Look at
suspecting
it.
I'm suspecting that quotation. I don't think you. How are you getting it? What are you pressing to get that quotation?
Why not put a single quotation? The quotation first. After you have written not available, then you can now
yes.
the
That is where the issue is. I'm suspecting that is where the issue is.
instead of putting the two first, then you start with.
Okay, I should use single quotation.
No, don't open 2 of them at once. Open the first one. When you finish typing, close the second one. Don't open 2 of them, and then you now go inside. That's what you are doing.
Okay. But XlookUp doesn't matter small letter and capital letter. I don't know if that one will
No,
still
no, no,
cause the
no,
problem.
no, no, no. Just continue. Madam, if you see where you are making mistake, hold on. You are always calling, you have not called your return value. Your return value comes first before you put the quotation. Your return value, what you are
My
looking
return value
for.
is which alphabet?
No, your return value is IBRV. Don't know how you arrange your.
Ready, see.
After name,
See,
the
see,
employee
see,
ID
see.
is
Yes.
the
For your
second.
click on it. For your click on it. Click on good.
O-
Comma. So it
Okay.
is now you put the. It's now you put the double quote now. I think it should be able to work now.
Okay.
And then comma 0.
Okay.
Then press enter
Mm.
again. Okay, I go back and try the option Mr. Ambu suggested now. Don't open the two brackets at once. Or just click on it. You just try. What will happen is that if it doesn't work now, you go back to the data, then start a new one. Design this interface again. Make sure that you don't format. After you have gotten all the value before you put this design. If try this option first, let's see if it happens again. That will be the issue. What are you going for? I don't understand what you are going for
I
now.
want to remove the color in that one so that
Okay.
let's know whether is the issue.
I continue.
It's not the issue.
Because I know something is.
Let me just use capital letter.
To just try this, the opening the bracket one after the other, the way Mr. Ambu suggested it. Let's see if that option did not work, then you have to start afresh again, or just open another sheet. Just remove this sheet. Maybe something is wrong with it. But just let's see the end of this one first. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Come on. Mm-hmm.
So what he said I should do here?
You know what will happen? Put 0. Let me see. Put 0.
I've not put not available.
It's optional. If you do away with it, it can still work. Even no, don't open the two brackets at once. That's the two quotations. Just open the first one. Let's see. Maybe the way you are doing from the keyboard there. Say. No, you have already opened them. Delete everything. Then open only one. You don't need to press the shift key. Just press it once. Let's
Okay.
good. Because sometimes the way it's bringing everything might be reading different things.
It's
Oh yeah, now
ABAIL, ABAIL, not ABAIL, ABLE.
I didn't get to.
just get it. You can always edit this. Just continue. Let me just see the end. I think it's correcting you on the spelling. Just put
It's
zero.
okay
Just put
now.
zero. Yes. Just say oh yeah, put the zero now. Put the zero. Oh yeah, press
It will
enter.
work now.
What is it saying? The problem with no click OK. Let me see. Click OK. Click OK. Not cancel. Click OK. Click OK. I see display. Let me see.
I'll click OK.
We have not seen anything. I still showing us the function.
It's probably not available.
Is it display not available? I can't see what I'm saying. Okay. Well, that is not the reason why you should not. What you would do, I think you have to delete this sheet, copy those header, and start afresh. It will work. If this did not or not found, it's still another option. Oh yeah.
Mhm.
What Are you sure that is 0? What you press? Are you sure it's 0? And you can see where it's navigating at. That is where the error is. That place that is selecting. It means that within that area. So that's why I said, you know what? Delete this 0. Wait, hold on. Let's try something. Clear from the 0 to not available. Delete everything. Let me see. I want to try something. Delete this one. Delete. Remove that comma too. Remove that comma. Press enter.
Like this.
Press enter.
Okay.
You know, I told you that those things are optional. Anyone in the square bracket,
Okay.
they are optional. So once you have supplied those first 2 or 3, the first 3, if you don't supply those ones, it means that if you do not select the right value, or if you could not get the value, there's no way you are going to know. So why we are putting that not available, so that whenever we see, we know that, oh, something is not found. But if you know that the value will always be found, you can do away with them. That's exactly what happened now. So let's change the
Okay,
name
after
from Vero.
this step, which next? Okay.
Change the Vero. Change the Vero. Let's see whether is communicating. Select another name. Let's see whether the ID will change. If the ID change, it means that it's communicating. Fine. So you do that same process. So you now copy this one. You now copy the formula you did here for state, just like the way Mr. Ambrose was doing it. Yes, copy good. You will now be changing. So this time around, that last one that is B to B now will now be C to C after you have pasted. So yeah, copy. Copy. Have you copied?
Yes.
Or yeah, go to state and paste. No, you have to press enter first. So that's the problem. You have to press enter to return that value first before you paste. Control Z. Let's see, Control Z until you see that ID back. Just press Control Z. If it's not working, you have good. Oh yeah, copy now. Copy you just take it gently. Copy first. After copy, let me know. Have you
I
copied?
have copied.
Now
Yes,
press
sir.
enter. Press enter to return this one first. Go. Oh yeah, go and paste. Go to state and paste now. Oh yeah, paste. Now where you have B to B, change it to C to C. Up in the formula. That place you have B to B, just change it to C to C. That is all. It will call state for you. C. That one should be C. And the other one should be C as well. Oh yeah, press enter.
Should I press? Okay.
There's something wrong. I hope you have not tampered with it there. Maybe you have deleted something that you shouldn't have.
Okay, but
So
I've gotten the formula now.
you can use it.
I've
Now
gotten
what
it.
you do, what you will do is that don't copy and paste. Go and do it everything again so that it will stick. Do everything. Don't copy and paste. Just
Okay.
do as if you are doing it afresh for state, process, for department as an assignment so that the formula can stick very well.
Okay.
All right, so this is where we stop. We can't bring in a new topic. We still have, probably we'll be rounding up the advanced functions on Excel on Thursday. So probably the upper week we'll be starting Python. So please, for those people that have not done pivot table projects like Mr. Ambrose have submitted, the rest, go and make sure that you put your pivot table project in place. You are supposed to do a presentation. It is only Mr. Ambrose that have presented. Some of us, we have not presented. So please, you are
Mine
supposed
is
to come
ready.
up. You are supposed to come up with a project. So what will happen is that you, in the next class, try and join very early. If you have joined early, I will have allow you to present first before we start the class. So please, if your own is ready, make sure that you join on time so that you can quickly present before we proceed, please.
Okay, sir. Thank
All
you.
right. So good night, everyone.
Good
Good
night,
night.
sir.
Yeah, good night, sir.